Dan Willis here, and we're talking about how to raise your credit score and the unvarnished truth. Now, if you're in the process of making a significant, substantial purchase, such as buying a home, buying a car, or some other significant purchase where a couple of credit score points could result in thousands of dollars spent unnecessarily on high interest rates or saved, preferably, or maybe you're just sick and tired of living with the embarrassment and the frustration of a low credit score in our brave new world. Not to mention the real and tangible costs of having a less than perfect credit score, trying to exist in this world with a less than perfect credit score. If so, you're in the right place. Now, our big picture to raise your credit score is to use our current and future credit accounts responsibly, along with building a trail of positive payment history. That's what's going to help and improve our credit score. And then simultaneously, it is imperative that we remove any dings, blemishes, or negative marks on your credit score. These are the true credit score killers. And we need to talk about understanding your credit score. And your credit score is a lot like your grade point average in glory school days past. It doesn't matter if you're acing all your courses if you're failing the art of walking, because that negative mark is going to ruin your overall GPA. This same principle holds true with your credit score and your credit reports. And this is why it is so imperative that we remove any of those dings, blemishes, and negative marks from your credit report. And that's a very realistic goal. In 2016 alone, over 9 million negative items were removed from consumer credit reports. And if you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll free 1-877-418-7596. Now, you have more than one credit score. You have a FICO credit score and the Fair Isaac Corporation, and then you also have a Vantage Score credit score. Vantage Score was created in 2006 as a joint venture by the three credit bureaus, Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. And the FICO score is used in over 90% of lending decisions. FICO score is the only credit score you need to worry or concern yourself with. And that said, you have more than one FICO score. You'll have a FICO score for each of your credit reports. So for example, you'll have a FICO score for your Experian credit report, and then you'll also have a different FICO score for your Equifax credit report, and likewise with TransUnion. In addition to this, there are also called industry-specific FICO scores. So for example, if you're in the process of buying a home, the home mortgage industry probably, and in most cases, likely has a specific FICO scoring algorithm, which is different than the other ones. Remember, and keep this in mind all the time, our big picture goal is to remove the negative items from your credit report, because that's what's damaging and dragging your credit score down, along with simultaneously capitalizing and maximizing those positive, good, responsible, the good marks on your credit report, because that's what's helping and improving your credit score. And if you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll free 1-877-418-7596. Now, to wrap this video up here, we're going to finish it up with the 5 credit score components. These are the 5 components and how much they weigh roughly when your credit score is actually calculated. And the first one is your payment history. This is worth roughly 35% of your overall credit score. And this is looking at all the good positive marks on your credit report, and it's also looking at all the bad negative marks on your credit report. Your second component is your amounts owed. This is worth roughly 30% of your overall credit score. And this is looking at your total debt and comparing that to your available and unused credit. And having a lot of debt is not going to it's not necessarily bad, especially if it's in the form of a mortgage or student loans. That's not going to directly cause you to have a low credit score by any means. This focuses on your revolving credit lines. For example, with a credit card and you have a $1,000 limit, if you go in and apply for financing and your monthly balance on that credit card with $1,000 limit is $975, then you'd only have $25 of available unused credit. Now compare that to if you only have a $200 balance on the same credit card, then you'd have $800 of available unused credit. Naturally, the guy with $800 of available unused credit would appear to be in a more secure financial position and using their current accounts responsibly versus having your credit card maxed out. It makes sense and it's logical. And just as a rule of thumb, generally, it's good to keep your credit balance on revolving credit lines at about 30% or less of the limit. $1,000, that would be $300 or less. The third credit score component, is your length of credit history. This is worth 15% of your overall credit score, and this looks at the age of each specific account on your credit report, and then it looks at you as a human being. How long have you been using credit? Generally, the longer and the older, the better. The fourth item is your credit mix. What types of credit do you use? Do you have a credit card? Do you have student loans? Do you have a mortgage? Do you have a car loan? The more diverse, the better. And this is worth only 10% of your overall FICO score. And the fifth and final item is new credit. Again, this is only 10% of your credit score, FICO score. And this looks at how often you're applying for new credit. Are you trying to buy a home or a boat every single weekend? With normal use, you'll be fine. Please don't waste your energy or your effort on those last three components. The first two components are the only place you should focus your effort if you're working to raise your credit score. And that's on your payment history, 35% of your FICO score. And that's looking at all the good and the negative marks on your credit report. And that's what removing those dings will help there. That's going to really help that part. It's going to give you kind of a blank slate. And then the amounts owed, that's 30%. That's that current and future current responsible use of your credit. That's going to help and build and give you a really good credit score. At the end of the day, your credit score is a lot like your grade point average in glory school days past. And just like removing an F from your report card would make it a heck of a lot easier to get a better grade point average, that same principle is true with your credit score. And when we remove those negative marks from your credit score, it's just as effective and has much the same as removing an F from your from your report card, on your grade point average. We've got to get rid of those negative marks because that's the cause of a low credit score. And the good news is in 2016 alone, over 9 million negative marks were removed from consumer credit reports. If you'd like some help, you can get a free credit consultation by calling toll free 1-877-418-7596. Again, that's for a free credit consultation, and the toll-free phone number is 1-877-418-7596. This is Dan Willis. We're going to include a link in the description below over to an article at our website for the full story. We also have a free report available there, the 7 proven ways to boost your credit score. And of course, subscribe and join our congregation, because coming up next, we're going to be talking about how long does it take to raise your credit score. So of course, subscribe and join our congregation. Have a wonderful day, and looking forward to talking to you again here soon.